Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scott Pollack, Chief Editor of the Critical Post Chicago, reporting. Welcome to another edition of the Goldwater Report. Thanks again for tuning us in, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate it. This broadcast of the Goldwater Report is coming to you live or almost live from the capital of the Midwest Coast, Chicago, Illinois, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an uncharacteristic type of broadcast for us. But recently, when I was checking up on one of our operatives and a friend of the Critical Post Chicago, I noticed that the man that I was looking for had a posting on Kerry Cassidy's Project Camelot portal blog asking for help. Now, those of you who followed us during the exposure of the international wire fraud regarding David Wilcock, Neil Keenan, Drake Bailey, Thomas Williams, and Benjamin Fulford, and all that baloney, wherein we exposed a $331,000 international wire transfer bank fraud. The individual, one of the key individuals that helped us do that work, was a man by the name of Paul Collin. Now, Paul is a friend of mine. I went out and visited Paul in California and got a lot of information from him. And had I not understood what was going on in terms of intelligence matters and other matters from Paul's perspective, we would not have been as thorough as we wound up being. So I want to show you where you need to go, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is very uncharacteristic for us, but Paul needs some help. And as everybody knows in this audience, especially those that followed the Neil Keenan international wire transfer fraud and our breaking of that case and stopping that from occurring, everybody knows that we don't ask for donations. We don't sit here and harp on you or anything like that. But this is an unusual circumstance. Paul is in a bit of a problem with the Secretary of State, and it has to do with, and as you can see, this is Paul right here while he's in his van. He is homeless and lives in a van in the Los Angeles area, and does a lot of posting over at Kerry Cassidy's Project Camelot portal blog. So he posted something recently, and I told him I would go on the air about it. On Friday, August 31st, 2018, he received some information from the Secretary of State's office, and they are putting a lien on his bank account, where this is where all of his donations from Kerry's audience goes to help this man. And they're putting a lien on his bank account of about $2,500, and it's an overdue claim regarding, let's see here, regarding a it's regarding something called a repatriation loan to get repatriated back to the United United States from parts unknown abroad. And he took this repat loan, and I know that Paul is not lying about this. I know this man. I can verify that Paul is a good man. He's a valuable friend of the Critical Post Chicago, and Paul would not ask for this as a result of just a way to crank money over the internet. And I know that Paul doesn't lie. So if you can remember, I'm telling you, especially to people from the that are friends of the Critical Post Chicago regarding our work on the Neil Keenan fraud. Paul, again, was a crucial element of this, and all of you that can recall this work, and all of you that just feel like helping a guy out, please go over to the Unwanted Publicity Guy guest blog at projectcamelot.org and look for Unwanted Publicity Guy, who is Paul Collin. And as you go down to the bottom, you'll see that there is a donation link for PayPal right here. And if you can see your way over the next, he's got until September 30th to get this money. We need $2,500. I'm asking everybody to go over there and please help Paul Collin out at the Kerry Cassidy Project Camelot portal.org website. Look for guest blogs. Then go under Unwanted Publicity Guy. Look at his latest post. You can read everything right there, and you'll see that there is a link there for his PayPal. And donate what you can. This guy is a hardworking guy. He does a lot of work. I follow Paul. Again, he's a friend of mine, and I have personally helped Paul out on a few occasions, and I hope that you will see fit to do something about that. Please help Paul out. We need $2,500 by September 30th, and preferably before, for Paul Collin and Unwanted Publicity Guy. Just go over to there. Go to his page where this blog post is. It's only a few clicks, people. You can find it. Project Camelot portal .org or Project Camelot .org, and then you'll see the click routine that you have to go through in order to find Paul Collin's Unwanted Publicity Guy guest blog. So please go over there. We'd appreciate it. And hopefully this message will get to as many people as possible. Please share this with your friends. The man needs help. He can't afford to have the government freeze his bank account for the payback of this $2,500 loan. We'd appreciate it, okay? Again, this is Scott Pollock, Chief Editor of the Critical Post Chicago, reporting. Thanks again for watching another Goldwater Report, coming to you live or almost live from the capital of the Midwest Coast, Chicago, Illinois, USA. That is all.